Have you ever wondered how the constitution of a country as diverse and complex as Nepal came into existence? The genesis of Nepal's constitution can be traced back to the early 1940s when the first seeds of constitutional thought were sown. These were tumultuous times, characterized by an intense struggle for democracy against the oppressive Rana dynasty, which had held power in Nepal for over a century. The pivotal moment came in 1951 with the overthrow of the Rana regime. This marked the beginning of a new era of democracy in Nepal, and with it, the need for a constitution that would guide this newfound freedom. Integral to this process was King Tribhuvan, who played an instrumental role in the establishment of democracy and the drafting of the interim constitution. The events of this time period were not just about drafting a constitution, they were about crafting the very ethos of a nation. Thus, the foundation was laid for the drafting of Nepal's first constitution, a process deeply intertwined with the nation's fight for democracy. Did you know that Nepal has had 7 constitutions in its history? A fascinating journey that began in 1951 with the Interim Government of Nepal Act. This was the first constitution of Nepal, drafted after the end of the Rana regime, and it marked the start of a democratic era in the country. Just a few years later, in 1959, the second constitution was introduced, known as the Constitution of the Kingdom of Nepal. This constitution was a significant leap forward as it established a parliamentary system for the first time. However, it was short-lived due to a royal coup in 1960, which led to the suspension of this constitution. The third constitution came into existence in 1962, known as the Panchayat Constitution. It gave the king executive, legislative and judicial powers, leading to widespread dissatisfaction and eventually a public uprising in 1990. Post-uprising, the fourth constitution, the Constitution of the Kingdom of Nepal 1990, was enacted. This constitution re-established a parliamentary system, but the power struggles and political instability persisted, sparking a decade-long civil war. Following the peace agreement in 2006, the Interim Constitution of Nepal 2007 was drafted as the 5th constitution. It marked the transition of Nepal from a monarchy to a federal democratic republic. However, this constitution was also deemed inadequate to address the diverse needs of the country, leading to the drafting of the 6th and 7th constitutions. These were the Constituent Assembly Procedures Regulations 2008 and the Constitution of Nepal 2015, respectively. The latter is the current Constitution of Nepal and was drafted with the aim of being more inclusive and representative of the various ethnic, linguistic, and cultural groups in the country. The journey through multiple constitutions reflects the tumultuous path of Nepal's quest for a stable democratic governance. It's a testament to the resilience and determination of the Nepalese people, who, despite the many challenges, continue to strive for a constitution that truly represents them. In 2015, Nepal adopted its current constitution, but what led to its creation? It was a journey marked by a decade-long Maoist insurgency, a civil war that shook the nation to its core and ultimately led to the abolition of the monarchy in 2008. This was a significant turning point in Nepal's history as it paved the way for the establishment of the Constituent Assembly, a body tasked with drafting a new constitution that would reflect the aspirations of the Nepalese people. The constitution they created is characterized by key features such as federalism, secularism, and inclusivity. It divides the nation into 7 federal states, each with its own government, ensuring that power is not centralized. It also upholds secularism, allowing for freedom of religion, and promotes inclusivity, ensuring representation for marginalized communities. The current constitution of Nepal, therefore, is a testament to the nation's resilience and commitment to democracy. So, What does the history of Nepal's constitution tell us? Quite a lot, as it turns out. This fascinating journey began with the early drafting process, a time of fervor and anticipation. The nation's leaders were tasked with the monumental challenge of creating a framework that would shape the future of Nepal. The story didn't stop there, though. We've traced Nepal's path through multiple constitutions, each a unique snapshot of the country's shifting political landscape. They are the physical embodiment of the nation's struggles, victories, and aspirations. And finally, we've explored the creation of the current constitution. This document stands as a testament to the resilience of the Nepalese people and their commitment to democracy. It's a beacon of hope, a symbol of unity in diversity. The history of Nepal's constitution, therefore, is not just a tale of legal documents, but a reflection of the nation's journey towards democracy and inclusivity.